Hey guys, can I watch this on Playroom with my Twitch? You should be able to, Silence. But what's up, guys? You guys will have to bear with me tonight as I'm still under the weather. So I'm hoping I can make it through a whole evening. But how is everyone today? I hope you guys are doing better than I'm feeling. Do it through the Twitch app, Silence, on the PlayStation. If you're watching from the PlayStation, go to the Twitch app, and that's where you need to find it. Alright, sweet walrus. I should be home. Yeah, there's a Twitch app on the Playroom or on the PlayStation. I'm not on the playroom, so you won't find me on a playroom listing. You got to remember that. There you go. You got to remember, you won't find us on the playroom anymore. We haven't been on the playroom in forever. And just so you guys know, I'm going to yell at Streamlabs today, so. I thought you remembered that one, though. I thought you remembered that. But yeah, there's a YouTube app, a Twitch app, a few other apps. I haven't turned my PlayStation on in forever, though. I think the last time I actually turned it on was last week, and that was to download something from PlayStation Plus. But greetings, ladies and gentlemen, to those of you that are here. We still got plenty of time. Make yourselves comfortable. Pray my voice doesn't give out in the next 26 minutes before the show starts. For those of you guys that know, infections are the demon spawn of the world. I am fighting a miserable ear infection, and it's affecting my ear and my throat. So we just have to hope that tonight goes like planned. Of course, you know, me and my plans, they never go like they were supposed to. Oh yeah, it's worse now, dude. It's worse. It's like, well, it was Thursday when you guys saw me. That was the start of it. I got up the next day and I couldn't hear out of it. I still can barely hear out of it. So it's like I went into the office Friday and I'm telling my two bosses, because we got like what they call team leads. I have what they call swimmers here. I got it after Katrina. And this happens like every other year for me. So I tell one of my team leads, it's like, dude, I'm going to probably have to leave early today. And he's like, all right, no problem. All of a sudden, he gets the notification that 4 people called out on a Friday. It's like, I guess I'm not leaving early today. So it's like I literally went through 8 hours, well, 7 hours and 52 minutes, because I left about 8 minutes early. I'm sitting there and I'm suffering through this. And it's like, so every so often tonight, you might actually see me kind of twitch. No pun intended. Because it's just like this huge ass stabbing pain right in my ear. And the way the office is set up, we have headsets. And if it's quiet, you can sit back and you can do what we call train casters. Well, to do the train casters, you actually have to listen to the PC headset. And every time I put the PC headset next to my ear, I can't hear the video. My ear goes in pain. I'm like, F it. I'm not doing anything today other than work. So the worst part was, after I did that, or after I left the office, I go to urgent care. Oh, well, I'll tell you the worst part. Worst part is I get up real early. I'm like, all right, there's got to be an urgent care open at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's like I call in like the previous night and say I'm probably going to be late. Um, there should be silence, but I don't remember and I don't have it on in front of me. It should be on the video, I think. It should be on the video. It works sort of like YouTube and stuff. The music is loud at the moment, Yoda, because I am still suffering. This way I don't try to overtalk the music. I'll turn it down in a bit, I promise. So anyway, so I get up at 4 o'clock and I start looking online for urgent care centers. I'm like, I got to go pick up some antibiotics. I already know what I need because this happens every other year. So I'm like, I know what I need. I just need an urgent care open at 6 o'clock that will say, all right, here's your prescription. Not a one opens till 8 a.m. The only urgent cares that are open are hospitals themselves. And I'm like, dude, I am not going to a hospital for this. It is not going to happen. So like I said, I'm at the office and I'm in pain. And every so often they just kind of see me twitch in my chair. And it's like, yeah, that's the stabbing pain. That's the stabbing pain that comes from that damn swimmer's ear. I appreciate it, Yoda. I can use the big box. Let's just hope they don't break it like last time. It still pissed me off about the dolphin. Because ironically, I think the box I sent you is about the only one I can fit Silence's prize in. Well, that's me in my right ear, Silence. Like I said, for about a week, every other year, it's basically I am deaf in one ear. And that's because the FEMA doctor after Katrina fucked it up. He literally took a cotton Q-tip, jammed it in my ear, and he's like, oh, it just needs to be cleaned out. No. You would think when he stuck it in and I screamed in pain, he would have realized he did something wrong. Like, no, you're fine. Just need to be cleaned out. And it's like, look again. All right, so, yeah, for me it was his. For me it was his stupidity. All right, so, depending on whether or not my voice lasts, we're going to try to do a few games tonight. And the reason I say a few is because I've still got stuff I still have to put in the prize pile. I finally managed to put those science magazines in there. I put some more die-cast cars in there, and that was pretty much it. So I need to make room in the prize pile. So hopefully tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and again, I use the word hopefully, we will have a few games. I needed to check something because there's one I wanted to. Plus, it depends on how many people show up. Hint, hint, hint. Tell your friends, tell your family. Tell them to come by the only live interactive game show. Live on Twitch, live on YouTube, live on Mixer, live on Vaughn TV, and I forget what else. Hey, Gunner, what's good? Gunner, let Flutter know I do have her, I still have her statue. It has not gone out yet. Prizes will probably start going out again next week, I think. Or no, week after next. Because next week's the 29th, and I don't know if I get paid on the 28th or not. Because it's supposed to be, if we get paid on a weekend, it's actually supposed to go in on Friday. So we will have to see in that regard. Thank you for that, Giggle Monster. No, she actually sent me the corrected one. Or at least she said she sent me the corrected one. I got to go look it up. But yeah, she told me she actually sent the wrong one and she resent the regular one. How's my Giggle Monster? So are you ready for Germany, my dear? See, I do pay attention on Instagram. I just don't post a lot anymore. I need to, but I don't. I gotta, because I still got to do a lot of new photos. I am surviving. That's about the best I'm gonna say at the moment. That's the best I'm gonna say at the moment. Is I'm in one piece, deaf as a doornail, or is it deaf as a doorpost? I forget. Oh, I was going to go show you, get my stuff. You're going 2 days before, you're not going to be around for my birthday. Thank you for the host, Nerdy. How are we doing? Yeah, I only actually picked myself up 2 things. But it was like one of those where I saw them, I had to grab them. Because my shops don't usually have decent stuff. And I do have to, like, get Twisted's whammy picture cleaned up. Hey, K9, what's up? I do have to pick up, I do have to grab Nerdy's, or not Nerdy's, Twisted's whammy picture he sent me, because I am going to put that as one of my icons. I got to figure out how to do all that stuff, because you guys know me. I don't worry about anything that involves me making you guys spend money. But this will be one of the few ones I actually do. But yeah, Twisted sent me a whammy. And if you guys look on the Discord, or I think it's visible on the Discord. I think. I'm not sure. Unless he direct messaged me. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember now. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. Lethal! What's good, my friend? How are you? So how's quiet time? You know, I always have to ask you that now that the kids are in school. Or I should say, how is peace and quiet time? I'm getting ready to, nerdy. It's never quiet there. I was actually supposed to start, I was going to start about 20 minutes ago. But I got sidetracked. Streamlabs is still not being friendly. Streamlabs is still not being friendly. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do it. Believe it or not, the only reason I had it up is because I thought I was going to have technical difficulties. Which I did have, but I got them kind of taken care of beforehand. Certain questions require it, Angela.
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're living in my way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
or good afternoon. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Um, for those of you that are here, I'm going to apologize beforehand. As I was talking with a few others during the pre-game stuff, um, if I look a little off, I'm going to apologize. As you guys can tell, I'm kind of a little bit swollen right now because I am facing this damn infection. And every so often, my voice will literally drop. And every so often, you guys will kind of see me flinch a bit from a shot of pain. Uh, Hello, Miss Delvikins. How are we doing? Yeah, that's stab worthy, Gunner. That's stab worthy. Uh, so I'm hoping that I can get through an entire show with no issues. Nerdy, I know you are still here. Did you have any issues with Streamlabs and all that mess I told you about Wednesday or Thursday? I am curious to know if I'm the only one that had to suffer through that. Whatever they did on this last update for Streamlabs has a lot of people PO'd. That's the best way I know how to put it. Because it's doing all sorts of bugs and issues and things that it shouldn't be doing and not doing things it should be doing and all of that. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome those of you to a slightly under the weather host to Wits. We are the only live interactive game show, the only interactive TV game show. That's the best way to put it. We come to you live from Twitch every Thursday, every Saturday, and we come to you from a few other sources. If you guys can't get us on Twitch, you can catch us on YouTube, Mixer, StreamMe, Vaughn TV, and I forget what else. So yeah, we kind of try to spread the wealth a little. Doesn't always work, doesn't always bring in the numbers, but it's fun to do it anyway. So, like I said, for those of you that didn't hear, I am under the weather a bit because I have this horrible ear infection. I have a case of what's called swimmer's ear that was aggravated back in the days of Katrina. And basically, I went to bed one night, got up the next day, and my ear was literally sealed shut. That's how bad it had gotten inflamed in one night. So I went to go see one of the FEMA camps, for the lack of a better term. And the guy I talked to basically said, oh, it just looks like it needs to be cleaned out. So he took a Q-tip and he literally poked into my ear and made it worse. And I screamed in pain and it's like, oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine after we... Cleaning an ear and a scream do not go well together. They don't go together. And ever since then, basically every other year, I get this case of where this ear will literally seal itself shut. And I can't hear a thing out of it. Right now, it's probably like about 20% hearing in this ear, if I'm lucky. So I don't know what I even sound like to you guys. So the one thing I know is basically there's only one fix for it. It's called steroid antibiotics. It's a combination of both. It's expensive as hell. I have to basically spend $200 every 2 years to get these drops that go in my ear and pray that either myself or Bubbles can actually get them in my ear. Your ESPN, no, it's just kind of like, I got it loosened up at the moment, nerdy. I just have it loosened up at the moment because the weather's getting cool. So I kind of needed a long sleeve shirt, but it's warm enough where I didn't want to like get fully dressed up tonight. Although you could say, wax on, wax off, right? No, okay. So, basically, Friday, I call into the office Thursday night about midnight, and I say, I'm probably going to be late Friday morning. And it's like, okay, you don't need a reason? No, you called in, that's all we needed to know. And it's like, okay, well, I may be really late Friday morning. Okay, no problem. So, I go to bed. And I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's my normal wake-up time. And the first thing I do is I grab the phone and I go looking for urgent care centers. Because all I need is a prescription for these steroid antibiotics. That's all I need. So I go looking, doesn't open till 8. Doesn't open till 8. The hospital's ER room is open, but I'm like, I'm not going to a hospital ER when I know what I need. So it's like, shit. Yeah, and yeah, this was literally what came out of my mouth. So it's like, damn it, I guess I'm not going to be late, but I'm going to leave early at the office. So I get into the office at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm usually one of the first ones there on my team because of my time schedule. And it's like, okay, I just wait for my team lead to show up, tell him I'm going to have to leave early because I got to go find an ER or a urgent care, get my medication, and go home and like get in bed. So my team lead, one of my team leads shows up. I tell him, he's like, cool, no problems. About 10 minutes later, he gets a notification that 4 people called out. 4 people called out. And it's like, Mark, we may have a problem. We're four team members short today. We may not be able to let you go early tonight. So it's like, okay. So I basically spent all day Friday praying nobody called me because, like I said, at our office you got to wear a headset. It's like a one-piece headset so that you can make sure you get the incoming calls. And if you have downtime, you're supposed to be doing these training videos. Well, like I said, so 6 o'clock, or after he tells me this, I try putting one of the computer headphones to my ear, and I play the video, and I can't hear it. I cannot hear one word out of this video. That's how swollen shut my ear was. So it's like, nope, not happening. It's basically I'll do the phone calls for the office, I'll do the emails for the office, but I can't listen to any videos today. I am deaf, right? I am literally deaf in this ear. So the other team lead comes in. Do you have to be pro? No. You do not have to be pro anything. So the other team lead comes in and he says something, and I can't hear him because I've got the work phone on and the dead ear, and so I never turn around. Eventually, it's like my phone goes quiet, nobody's calling, and I turn around and he's just like, he's been fighting the flu bug. So it's like he's sick, I'm fighting this, and we're 4 other team members short. This is going to be a rough day. And like I said, the worst thing was, as I'm sitting there, every so often I get that twinge of pain in my ear. And it's enough where I literally flinch. So you guys may actually see me do this tonight, just to warn you. It's enough to make me flinch in pain when the stab hits. So I finally get out of the office, about 8 minutes off my shift, and he's like, dude, I'm going. This is killing me. I've stayed for 7 hours plus. And he's like, you should have said something earlier, and I would have probably let you go anyway. And it's like, all right, damn it. So I get to the urgent care. I get in there. I wait an hour. The nurse walks in. She grabs the scope. She looks in, and I said, steroid antibiotics. And she's like, you know what this is, don't you? And it's like, yep. And she goes, she's never known anybody to have this happen on a consistent, repeated basis. And she's like, all right. She goes out. She writes some prescriptions. I'm gone. I'm down the road. I get over to Walgreens, pick up my prescription or order my prescription. And the girl at the counter goes, okay, this is $300. And I'm like, yep, I know. There's a slight write-off. I don't know what it is for the insurance. And she goes, yep, it's $227. And I'm like, yep, I knew it. I got to deal with it. It's a bottle about this big. That's it. It is no bigger. It's probably no bigger than that lighter. And it's $200 for that bottle. Thank you for that, Alex, or Silence. So I get home, so I'm still at Walgreens, and I'm like, I'm in a grouchy mood. I'm in a grouchy mood Friday. And what do I see? I go walking down the toy aisle like I always do, and my Walgreens never have nothing in them. They don't have anything. It's basically they carry Star Wars pops, um, the occasional Titan 11-inch figure, and that's it. Nothing else that ever really grabs my attention. So I go looking, and the first thing I see is something that I've wanted, but I've never seen. I actually got for myself the Moon Knight figure. So this is actually going to be mine. This one does not go to you guys, and even though it's a Walgreens exclusive, I am not a fan of leaving most of them pops in the box. But in this case, I'm not. And like I said, the only disappointing is it's a shame this one's a bobblehead because you can actually see the spring. Hello, Dr. Jekyll. So yeah, it's basically I had to get this. I'd seen it on Instagram photos and stuff like that, but it never actually shows up in my Walgreens until Friday. So they kind of made up for most of it. And so we're going to put Moon Knight up there. And then the other thing I picked up, and I've actually seen this in shops. Yeah, put that spring back in the box. Is from the WWE collection, Ted DiBiase and IRS. One of my favorite heel teams. Like one of my favorite characters of all time. Doesn't matter where you saw Ted DiBiase, he was one of the all-time greats. As a heel, as a face, I absolutely adored this man as a wrestler. So we actually picked up Ted DiBiase. He kind of looks a little nerdy-ish. A little. No, it'll do all that it'll do all that conversion stuff, Silence. And Mr. IRS. So you got, if you had a mustache, it'd be me. See? So you got nerdy and me. So there we go. So we actually picked up Ted DiBiase and IRS. Well, he does. He does look a little like you, my friend. So yeah, like I said, I don't keep. Like I said, I only have 3 pops that I kept in the box. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of keeping anything in the box if you can avoid it. All right, so yesterday was not a total loss. It was just one of those days where it took a lot of bad news to get to some good news. And like I say that's good news. I say that's good news. So I'm going to actually put Moon Knight up on top of the computer. He's going to be my good luck charm for tonight. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we are going to get started. And like I said, you haven't opened up a single... See, I can't do that. I can't do that, Retro. Now, I will admit there are some collectibles I have that I haven't opened, but it's not from a lack of not wanting to. It's just from a fact of I don't really have anywhere to put them right now. So it's easier to keep them in the box where I can keep them stacked and out of the way. But yeah, to me, and like I said, and we've talked about this a lot on Nerdy Show. We talked about this on Lethal Stream, Dr. Jekyll Stream. You have to open at least one with the Waz. Yes, you do. I just don't have any more plugs for a Waz down here. Can you see what this is from my Renaissance Fair, Silence. They're actually doing a Renaissance Fair in St. Louis this weekend. The problem is they don't change it up. So if you go one year, it really doesn't do you any good to go back for about another 3 or 4 because it's the same thing over and over and over. The only difference between our one in St. Louis and the ones everywhere else is most of the other ones always go for an English standard, where it's an English Renaissance. Here, St. Louis basically did it where it's the French Renaissance, and everybody else is a side bit. So you got like only one German camp. You only have one English camp, and I think you got one Spanish camp. Everything else is based around France. Or no, I'll take that back. They do have one English bar, but that's it. Everything else is France based, French based. One day I shall. Oh, I like that one, retro. That yep. One day the figure will fill my French. So did they joust with baguettes? No, they jousted with the bendy sticks. There you go, bendy sticks. um, but ours is basically the jousting. The final jousting scene that they do is France versus Spain, and I always root for Spain. And every time I've gone, because they will change it up on occasion, where the Spaniard will win. Every time I've gone, it's always been the Frenchman that wins. It's always been the Frenchman that wins. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, you guys are probably tired of me talking, which means it is time to get the game started. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for this four-letter word that runs right down the center of the screen. I think I'm pointing at the right spot. I've got it kind of like covered at the moment. What it is we are looking for that four-letter word that goes right down the center here. See, I actually got the pointing right. I did get the pointing right on this one. And if you can get that four-letter word, the Twitch bot will announce you as getting a shot at the vault. Never tired of the way you must. I actually almost had thinned it out. I almost went in and thinned it out this week because I'm sitting there and I'm like cutting. I'm getting rid of the goatee. I'm trying to keep the goatee trimmed. And as I got the trimmers out, I'm like, I got those roller electric ones where it's basically they don't cut well unless it's like a certain length. And I had it there and I'm like, all right, well, I got to trim the edges off. And I trimmed the edges off with the regular razor and I'm like, it's just sitting there staring at me. And I'm like, nope, I can't do it. I can't get rid of it just yet. I'm getting to the point where I do have to get it trimmed down though. Because if I don't, it's going to start getting really, really grimy. At least that's how I feel about it. It's going to start feeling really... Where's my... I got to get the right windows up. There we go. Oh, Red. Red not wasting any time to get the first of the four-letter words today. It is nuke. We had snit, pout, mac, and doze. Or does. Doze, does, dees, dies, dips, dings, whatever other words we can think of. So Red taking the four-letter word, and I got to see if I've got the vault open. Give me 1 minute. Yes, I do have the vault open. A snit is being in a quick-tempered, crappy mood. You have a snit, you basically like get into like a mini fight, so to speak. Think of it as you had it out with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You guys still love each other, but you have those kind of snits. Hissy fit, yeah. All right, so with that, we are going to take Walrus over to the vault. All right, Walrus, with that, my friend, we need a row that we are going to take an incorrect number from. Well, that's what we try to do, Silence. We try to edumacate. We try to edumacate. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyone watch the Jeopardy All-Star Draft? No, I don't. I actually don't watch Facebook anymore, Sari, to be honest with you. It's basically Bubbles is supposed to be keeping the Facebook account up to date. She doesn't always do it like she did Thursday. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't.
All right, Walrus, we know the first number is not a 2, a 3, or a 5. They're bringing well, that's because he's likable. Oh, there we go, because Bubbles didn't know if I was going to actually be streaming tonight. He's very likable. He always seems down to earth. So it's like, if there's an all-star game where they can bring in celebrities, he's one they'll bring in. When they did the Grand Slam game show champions, everybody was rooting for him. When he was on 1 versus 100, for those of you that don't know, he was once on 1 versus 100 as one of the mob members. He lasted a while. He did last quite a while on that one. All right, Walrus says the combination to the vault is 4, 9, 3, 1. So with that, we enter that number into the combination. We press the red bar, and we hear the very, very sad sounds of the trombone. No, this is actually, I challenged Freddie to a Lucille off Dr. J, because I kind of keep forgetting to leave the Riddler stick by me, so I picked up a second item. Yeah, there you go. It's the official bat of Creepo Beach. How long has it been since we heard that term? I need to do one of those episodes sometime, just so I can get on my PlayStation 4 and actually play video games. So, Walrus does not open the vault, but there are still plenty of opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, because I am hoping to run a few things tonight. Whether or not we get to a few of them is another question. And I got to do one thing here, so bear with me 1 second, guys. Wrong directory. Bear with me 1 minute as we get the list set up. If I could hit the right button. I always hit the wrong button when I'm doing this. Alright, so bear with me 1 second, folks, and we will be good to go. I always have to do 3 things on a list before it's ready to go. And I always forget to do one of them, which happens to be the first one, which means then I have to go in and do the second one and the third one right afterwards. Alright, there we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so with that, it is time, wrong window, for the list. And my counter is off, but I've got it written down, so I do have the token counts right. So let's get... Now, I'm going to admit that this list tonight was originally going to be a Thursday list because there was a very, very interesting thing that happened. Yeah, she cashed in the wheel. No list yet. Give me 1 minute because I'm still loading up files. Thursday night was supposed to be a history night, and I just wasn't feeling well. Like I said, that's where that mess started with the ear and stuff. So I kind of had to wing it a little bit. And it didn't help that frickin' Streamlabs was acting up. still acting up, believe it or not. That's why I was wondering if Nerdy was having the problem. Oh, so Siri's going to be stealing somebody's list slot tonight. As if she doesn't get enough of them as is. So Siri will be getting a bonus list slot this evening. Will's been nice lately. It's done a few no prizes, but lately it's done the bonus whammies, it's done the small prize, it's done a one-player game, it's done a few still list slots. It's being generous for some reason. I think the wheel is sicker than I am. That's what I think. I think the wheel is sicker than I am right now. Alright, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this list was going to be getting done on Thursday. And Thursday was a moment in sports history. Not this past Thursday was going to be a moment, but in 1970s, the Battle of the Sexes actually took place. Billie Jean King versus Bobby Riggs. And yeah, it was ridiculously bad because Bobby Riggs was how old at the time, and Billie Jean King was just like still in her prime. So, for the list tonight, we're going to do a little retro in honor of. For the list tonight, for one Miss Billie Jean King, we are going to be looking for king phrases. These are words and phrases that contain the word king in them. Give me 1 minute. I gotta go get my file here so I have it in front of me. And I gotta get it shaped right so I can actually see your guys' guesses in the process. So in honor of Billie Jean King, we are looking for words and phrases that contain the word king. King of the Hill is definitely in there. No, you didn't jump the gun on this one, Silence. Nobody actually jumped the gun on this one. Do I have King of Kings? No, I do not have King of Kings. King Slayer, King Kong Bundy, King NorCal, King of the Mountain, Kingpin, King of Kings, Lion King, King of the Beast. King Cobra is indeed there. Oh, I do have to do one more thing, guys. And again, I apologize, but this was asked of me to do. There. This was actually asked of me to do during the list because a bunch of people were saying they felt like there were people that were literally getting 40 guesses in before they got one in. Alright, so let's see what we have. King Cobra, Pumpkin King, King Snake, Down with the King, King of Hearts, Long Live the King, King of the Jungle, King Diamond, and I figured 4 seconds is more than enough time to kind of even the playing field out. I figured that was more than enough time to even the playing field out. Because like I said, I had a bunch of people that were saying, well, so-and-so's getting about 14 guesses in, and my one's not going through. And I'm like, all right, I'll come up with something to help you out, but I'm not going to give you the answers. Sarah, you should slow down. You're already going to get somebody's extra slot tonight. Just to let you know. Alright, so let's see, did I miss any? Let's see. King of Kings, King of the Bees, Pumpkin King. King of the Seven Kingdoms. So yeah, like I said, guys, for those of you that have never been here before, welcome to List Wits. We are the only weapon enabled. Live game show where you guys are actually the contestants and you guys can actually win the prizes, much as a lot of those items you see there behind me. Although I forgot to change my co-host today. I did forget to change my co-host. King Nothing, King Me. Cavalier King Charles Fant. Now, you're going obscure. You're going real obscure. Kingston doesn't quite fit the rules, K9. Because you got King, and then Stun doesn't quite fit. You guys have to remember, everything that goes before or after the word King makes up words. I know it's a dog. Like I said, you're going really specific on that one. You went for like the really, really obscure one. The King's English. Again, that won't work because Singlish is not in there. Dr. Jekyll with 1. So right now, we have 4 King phrases off the board. Now, if you guys, if Siri cleans this list out, other than number 1, I'm going to be very, 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 very. What the hell do I do? Return of the King, King of everything. Oh, I think I saw another one. Hold on. Yes, I did see another one. I saw Siri with Fit for a King. No, it's whoever's got them. It's if there are any blanks, that's the default. If there's one that nobody gets, that's the default. If there are no blanks, you basically get one from whoever's got the most. So right now, Jekyll's got 1, Red's got 1. So if the other 3 are gotten, let's just say one by Jekyll, 1 by Red, and number 6 is not gotten. And I'll just use that as the example. If 6 is not stolen, that's your automatic steal. That's basically you completed the list for everybody. If 6 is done by somebody and Jekyll gets 4 and Red gets 9, then you choose either one of Dr. Jekyll's or one of Red's, because they have the same amount. Oh, she did? Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. You guys know things go fast on my chat. Yep, she did. She did. I just didn't see it. It snuck through. You guys forget that you guys put in answers so fast that sometimes I'm going to miss them. You guys put answers in so fast that sometimes I am going to miss them. Because I thought there was one other one somebody got, but I don't see it. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Nope. A few people have tried Jerry the King Lawler. He is not on there tonight. He is definitely not on there. Red taking number 9 off the board. Martin Luther King is definitely on there. So we are down to number 4 and number 6. I will say number 4 will probably be the harder of the two, but we'll see. We shall see. So yeah, guys, like I said, so Friday was rough. Thursday, I felt it coming. Friday was rough. I felt a little better this morning. I'm still suffering a little bit. So it's like I don't know if I'm going to the toy show tomorrow or not. I'm going to probably try, but I don't know how long I'll be there. I just can't wait to be king. Hakuna Matata. See, Scary Potters, I know where that line came from. I'm ashamed I know where that line came from. The Professor, the Banker, and the Suicide King? I don't know that one. That one I don't know. Alright, so I am going to put that away and start working on this. Scorpion King is a good one, but not there. Chicken I like this. There's a command we haven't used in a while. I think that's actually a Nightbot command. Yeah, that's actually, I don't even remember how many Nightbot, I don't remember any of the Nightbot commands anymore. I do not remember any of the Nightbot commands anymore because I rarely pay attention to Nightbot. That's what Alex Trebek bot is for. The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. King of the Maces, Mickey. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have never been here before, welcome to List Wits. We are the only live interactive game show where you guys, twice a week, can actually win actual physical prizes at no obligation to you. We don't require follows, we don't require subscriptions, we don't require donations. It helps, but we don't require any of it. You guys, if you guys win the list, if you guys win the game shows, whatever you guys win, we ship to you free of charge. I don't think that one's mine. I think that one was one of Nerdy's. Or was it? Yeah, I think that was one of Nerdy's. I think Valhalla's still there, Jekyll. I think Valhalla is still there. Don't quote me on that, though. But yeah, like I said, guys, basically, we started this 3+ years ago. April 22nd, 2015. And we are still going strong. We have basically taken we basically have been giving away stuff. Let's see, we've been doing this show for 3 years, or 3 years and 5 months now. We've been giving stuff away probably for 3 years of those. And it is not just little stuff, although there is a lot of little stuff involved. It's pops, collectibles, die-cast cars, Star Wars figures, statues, statuettes, glassware. It almost always has a nerdy feel to it, though. Thank you for those, Cobb. I gotta figure out why my bit one is not working. Sari taking number 4 off the board. So right now, Sari has, at the moment, is still could get number 6 if nobody gets it. If somebody gets number 6, Sari will be able to steal either Dr. Jekyll slot, Yoda slot, or Red slot. I want to pull some stuff out, but I can't really do it at the moment. Just because it's kind of hard to get to everything from where I'm at. But I can pull out a couple of small things. Those I can get to reasonably well at the moment. So again, for instance, you can win small things such as Catwoman figure and key rings. And like I said, I'm pulling out some of the small stuff intentionally right now. Belt buckles, that's the small stuff. You could win. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm looking for anything that I really want to pull out right now. But there's nothing in there I really want to pull out. You could win. You could win board games. FA is a music. Faking. FA is a faking. Faking. Okay, I got you. Yes, FA would count, but it's not up there. Such as from the mind of H.P. Lovecraft, they put together a game called King Spot Festival. You could win. See, and just to show you guys, this is a package that actually got sent back to me. I am waiting to hear back from one of the Cave House gamers so I can resend it to him. If I don't hear back from him soon, it may have to go back in the prize pile. You could win. Let's see, what was it in the pile that Nerdy had sent us? You could win wrestling figures. You can win. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what I can get up and pull out that's not going to make a mess around here, which is like very, very, very little. Oh, I figured out what I'm going to do with the lunchbox, Jack Nerdy. I'm going to put like a few of the Spider-Man things you sent me. I'm going to make it like one big pile. Or one group prize for some of the Spider-Man stuff. Oh, that's not the one I want. Like I said, we try to cover all the ranges, all the gambits. So, for instance, we have old-time radio programs. We have, just to make Yoda drool a little bit, we have Garfield. You know, the funny thing was when I picked those up, I really didn't know who was going to appreciate those. And the first time I actually showed them off, somebody said, "You better make sure Nerdy sees them." But yeah, I actually have 4 of them. 2 old-time radio. I've got the old-time radio one. I've got one that's basically re-recording or restored recordings of single episodes and premieres. One is from a Western series, and one is like a bunch of Jackie Mason's favorite comedy men. Nope, King Tut is not there, nor is King Tutankhamun. I want to check and make sure I haven't missed it. Okay, have not missed it, or I would have seen it by now. I know I would have. Of course, we will always give away Star Wars stuff. And we got a ton of Star Wars stuff. We have various die-cast cars. Cash is king. Yes, it is. We had evil Rick and Morty. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have that we can show off for all you guys? Yeah. We have, this is one of my favorites. We actually have, and I'm going to do both of these. If you were here Thursday, you actually saw one of them. We have the entire Kiss Psycho Circus collection in loose figures. And we have the entire sealed Kiss Psycho figures, Psycho Circus figures. So we actually have both of them. And Walrus, you were right. I did went back and look, and yeah, those are like pre-printed. So it's like so the guy that was selling them claiming they were autographed. It was like let me see if I can get one of these out. The Man Who Would Be King. I like that one, but that's me. He had said they had signed the boxes, the pieces, but there's no signature on there, so it's kind of like, no, try again. If he was referring to the pre-printed signatures, no. I still got them for a great deal for what they are. Let's see, what else can we show off? We have, for instance, like I said, we do statues on occasion. Future King, Jack King and Queen, King of the Monsters, King of the Jungle, Fit for a King, all good. One of them was already taken, Morris, or Sea Chicken. Let's see, what else do I have that I can show off? I could show off what, oh God. I just realized what I could pull out to show off as one of the prizes. Scarecrow and Mrs. King not there. Alright, I'm gonna pull this out, and if I throw out my bag, it's on my I will take the repercussions for it. But this was something I picked up last Sunday for you guys. This is the Prost chess set, which is basically 16 shot glasses that make together a chess set. And it is the glass board chess set, so it is like very valuable or very fragile. I'm glad it's not the Marvel one, because the Marvel one apparently weighs about another 6 pounds. Or so I have been told. It's actually, sucker is still very, very, very happy. You could win various from Ertl. I'm a huge Ertl fan. Various airplanes and airplane models. Wrestling figures. Nope, didn't have to be Burger King, because it's not Burger King. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but you see that poster up there is actually a prize, as is the, this is like one of my favorites. This is basically the three-way art photo. I don't even remember why I bought it, other than the fact that I love the one with him holding the gun right at you. Gotta be a little more careful with that one because the wrapping looks like it was sliced open. So yeah, like I said, if you are a fan of anything, we try to pick it up. Basically, about the only thing I can never get my hands on are Dragon Ball Z items. I've only ever had one, and that was a Burger King Dragon Ball Z Happy Meal figure, or Kids Club Meal figure. That's the only Dragon Ball Z I've ever been able to get my hands on for a reasonable price for the prize pile. And the weird thing is, there are certain dealers where they know what I do with them. They will give me better deals. And then there are some who are like, no, we want you to pay whatever you pay. Alright, so we are still looking for one king phrase. And I'm checking to make sure I haven't missed it anywhere. Nope. Haven't missed it anywhere. So yeah, every Thursday, every Saturday, starting about 5:30. We started a little earlier tonight because I actually had the stream up and I was like fighting Streamlabs. So nerdy, like I said, I'm just curious if you had any of those issues that I had with Streamlabs. And it may be just me because of how many scenes I have and how many items I have in each scene. But Streamlabs has this new quirk with the new update where if it can't pull your scenes from the cloud, which is why I hate the cloud, it basically goes in and says make a brand new scene set. You guys realize how many scene sets I have in the Wits game show? A lot. And I'm on Streamlabs Discord trying to figure out why it's not working. And I tell the guy, dude, I've got hours and months worth of stuff. Oh, I hate you then, nerdy. I hate, because I'm not the only one that's had this problem, but I haven't figured it out yet, what's causing it. And he goes, hours and months, and then I'm like, yeah, I've been with Streamlabs pretty much since day one, and I basically have been building and adding to every scene, and it was, okay, we better get this fixed. But I think I've narrowed down the cause. I think I've narrowed down the cause. There's actually two causes that may be doing it. It may be chatbot is one, and two may be the trivia bot. Because I had closed everything down but chatbot and the trivia bot. Hello, Trans, how are we doing? Oh, Silence, getting my last one. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So nicely done, Silence. I had a couple of people that were close on that one, but they didn't go the right direction. They did not go the right direction. All right, so we have had BB King, King of the Hill, Not Fit for a King, King of Swing, King Crab, One-Eyed Man is King, Stephen King, King Cobra, Martin Luther King, and Live Like a King. So with that, Sari, you have your steel slot. Do you want to use it on this list or hold it for list number 2? We have Dr. Jekyll with 1, Silence with 1, Yoda with 1, and Red with 1. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it is available. Like I said, fall and winter are... Alright, so Sari is stealing Red slot. So Red cannot add a token to try to catch up with Sea Chicken at the moment, who has 2 tokens. Walrus has 1 token at the moment. So that means Sari has 7 on the board. So we are going to basically start with Sari's and work our way down through Sari first. And we are going to start with King of the Hill. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do this first. I got to actually load it up before I do anything. Oh, and Sari, you just got lucky as could be. Sari will be getting either the small prize or the token. And for those of you that don't know what a token is, the token is basically, if you don't want the small prize, I know Sari's going to want the small prize anyway, because she's always said that. If you collect 5 tokens off the list, in this case, you will get, and like I said, I got to find number 6. I know there's a 6th one. You will be getting the Cantina Band from Star Wars. So this is the token prize that is available. And right now, like I said, Sea Chicken's at 2, Red's at 1. Walrus actually won the last token race, which was the Netflix Voltron, the 5 pieces of Netflix Voltron. I will speak English here shortly, I promise. He won the 5 Voltron pieces from the Netflix Voltron, and he was actually kind enough to send that out to somebody else. Yeah, that one's actually the Star Wars set. Oh, Sari changing her mind all of... Have you not been paying attention, my dear, when I've shown the token prize off? Alright, Sari changing her mind. Wow. Okay. So that puts Sari at 1 token, Sea Chicken at 2, Red at 1. Uh-huh. I see how things go in Sari's little brain. It's like, nope, I just want the stuff. And it's like, oh, Star Wars, wait a minute. We better rethink that one. Alright, so with that, Sari, we got to finish off and see if you are getting the vault shot, or will it be going to somebody else? 8, 9, Sari's last chance for the vault is not there. So Sari will not be getting the vault shot tonight. That's true. That's true. Alright, so that means... Oh, shut up, timer. That means either Dr. Jekyll, Yoda, or Trance... Let me make sure I got my... Or Silence, sorry. Either Dr. Jekyll, Yoda, or Silence will be getting a shot at the vault. Reds was number 9. Reds was number 9. Reds was Martin Luther King. Alright, so with that, does the vault shot go? Get back there. To 1, Dr. Jekyll. No, it does not. Does the vault shot go to Mr. Silence Dogood? It does not, which means the vault shot goes to 1, Miss Yoda's Dream Girl. So Yoda, congratulations, my dear. You will be getting the shot at the vault. So with that, I hate Edge. Why does Edge keep opening up on me? I don't want any Edge windows out there. Edge sucks. Just for those of you that don't know that. Alright, Yoda. So with that, my dear, you get to pick 1 row that we are removing the incorrect number from. Yeah, you would have said, well, that wouldn't have worked because there's no 8 in the second row. There's no 8 in the second row. That's why he's defective, folks. Open the vault. You must. And I'm going to tell you guys have actually seen the vault prize. I'm just not telling you which one it was. All right, Yoda says we are going to take 1 out of the blue row. And coming out of the blue row is the 7. So we know the first number, Yoda, is not a 2, 3, or 5. The second number is not an 8. The third number is not a 5 or a 7. And the last number is not a 0 or a 7. You think it's the chess set? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not telling you. That will be one hell of a vault prize, though. I guarantee you that. That will definitely be in the vault. I don't know if it'll be this vault or the next vault. Or the vault after that. Alright, Yoda. It is. And like I said, it's going to be a bitch to wrap up and pack. As if Walruses wasn't bad enough. Or Silences wasn't bad enough. Alright, Yoda says the vault combination is Super Secret Agent 0009. The only super secret agent whose license was don't get shot. We plug 0009 into the vault. We press the red bar. And we hear the very, very sad sounds of the trombone. We hear the very, very sad sounds of the trombone, which means the vault does not open yet. And that means we have to make our way to the first game of the evening. And I am going to ask right now, so I can get a decent count of who's interested in participating. Red, you can guess at the puzzle any time of the week. Red, nailing it. The actual answer to the puzzle is color. C-O-L-O-R. How long did it take you to figure that one out, Red? That's my question. How long did it take you to come up with that one? For those of you that don't know how the puzzle works, I will tell you, the dark blue spots don't mean a thing. The dark blue spots do not mean a thing. In the first row, you have the orange and the white. You will notice the orange is in the first column. So you want the first letter in orange. The white is in the fourth column. The fourth letter of the word white is 2. T-O. So the artist was mixed up. He didn't know where he was putting the letters. You unscramble T-O. The second one is win, white, pink, pink. W-I-N. Ironically, that's the only one that was in order. If you got in row 2, you had a very good shot at getting that one. The third one is enter. R-E-N-T-N-E. All right. Basically, okay, you have 5 columns. Every color on the board, spell it out. Every color, with the exception of the dark blue. That's why the dark blue was supposed to match the background as best as I could. So, for instance, row 1 was orange and white. Oop. That gives you the letters O and T. You scramble up O and T, or remix them up out of order, back into order, you get 2. Yep, that one I actually made. Then you had white, pink, and pink equals, whoop, I keep typing it wrong, equals win. The third one is red, red, pink. I can't type. White and white. R-E-N-T-E spells out to enter. Then you had white, orange, red, and yellow equals word. And then the last one was orange, green, yellow, black, and yellow equals ORLCO equals color. To win, enter color, enter word color. That's all you had to put in was the word color. You had to tell me you were going for the puzzle. You had to tell me that's the word you were guessing. And that is what got it for Mr. Red Walrus. Now I gotta go pull out Red's second prize. Red, you're gonna laugh when you see what the second prize is. You're gonna laugh when you see what the second prize is. Because you do know what I still have to send you, right? No. Oh, you guess a guy with color in his name should get it. Oy vey. All right, Red. Do you remember what your first prize was? I don't know if she's watching or not, Dr. J. Is the boat. Guess what, Red? You now have, or in the process of having a fleet of boats. Ah! Red's going to have his own Canadian. He's going to take over Canada with his own navy. So that will be going to Mr. Red Walrus. So Red is going to have his own navy to take over Canada. Well, when she laughs like that, it's because she knows I got to pay to ship the stuff out. So I got to put that box with your other box. Oh, it did not show up. All right, hold on. Damn it, the camera's off. All right. I am hurt. I am in pain. I am in agony of sorts. All right, here you go, Red. To go with your first boat is another boat. This is actually from the True Heroes collection. I can't remember. I think the helicopters are in there with it. I think. So like I said, Red is now going to have his own navy to take over Canada. So that will be going to Mr. Redwater. This one actually isn't that heavy, thankfully. All right, so Red actually has 3 very large prizes that I have to put out to Canada. Oh, there just went my ear again. There went my ear again. So that means I got to come up with another puzzle before the next episode. I got to think about this one. I gotta think. I gotta come up with a puzzle for the next one. I'll figure out. I will figure it out. Hopefully between now and Thursday. But that means I do have to turn the puzzle off. Because it is no longer there, which means we're going to have a lot of blank space on the screen. Just to let you guys know. Alright, so bear with me 1 minute. And like I said, the next question is, I am going to be interested in knowing who will be interested in participating in the next game. And the reason I say that is it will... absolutely, K9. If it's good enough, we'll drop it in there, but you won't be eligible to solve it now, because that would be completely unfair to the room. So we'll see how many people are actually available, because I am leaning towards, to start with, I gotta remember which one I opened. Which one I was testing. Let's see if I have this ready or not on the screen. Oh, it is ready. Cool. And get this fixed. Because depending on how many people are involved, yeah, the puzzle's still on that one. I can't, because it's a different layout, so I actually have to move it. Hello, Mr. Kasugi. He should have been sleeping. I probably should be in bed too with this, but I'm a glutton for punishment, just as Bubbles. Now, this game involves a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill. So, if you are interested, please let me know. I'm looking for 5 players. Always, Trans, always. Like I said, they scared the hell out of me last weekend. But sometimes you got to win the ugly ones to pull yourself together. All right, K9 is in. We are looking for 2 more. What's good, Aaron? I gotta find out how bad my college team's getting their asses kicked tonight or today. I think our game was this afternoon. Might have been this evening. If anybody's seen the Auburn USM game, let me know. Like I said, I know we're going to get our asses kicked. I'm just hoping it's not by too much. I've got you down, Sari. So far, I've got you, Yoda, and K9. We're looking for 2 more. We are looking for 2 more. And like I said, it did not keep my graphics. Damn, that sucks. On air, I do, Silence. On air, I do. Really bad. All right, so we are looking for 2 more. Well, it's a combination of hoping you pick the right person and yeah, that's pretty much it, Yoda. All right, Silence is in. Well, this is the first time I've actually done this one, Silence. This is actually the first time I have ever run this show on air. Which game are you looking for? I was going to say, did it come up? Yeah, it's up there. Okay. Oh, the USM Auburn game. All right, Aaron. Yep, college game. All right, we have our 5. We have Sari, we have Yoda, we have K9, we have Silence, and we have Aaron. All right, so this is how the game actually works. On the board, you see 5 famous figures: Gordon Ramsay, Henry Ford, Donald Trump, Eleanor Franklin, and Gary Gygax. Yes, Southern Miss. We basically had the computer ask them a series of questions on 5 different topics: wine, cars, billionaires, women in history, and Dungeons and Dragons. Every one of the 5 gave me an answer to every question we had out there. All right? What we're going to do is we're going to show you the question. Each of you 5 then can pick one person you think got the question wrong. Now here's the catch. Or Appalachian State, not Auburn. Auburn's next week. No, we lost. We didn't play Appalachian. Yeah, Auburn's this week. The Auburn game is this week. Because we had Jackson State, Louisiana Monroe, Appalachian State got canceled, and then the Auburn game. Maybe they changed the schedule and I wasn't made aware of it. I thought we didn't do conference play till next week. All right, maybe they changed the schedule on us. All right. It is always Donald Trump. No, it's not always Donald Trump. So what we're going to do is we're going to show a question that I had all 5 of them answer. It's a little bit random in terms of who answered it. You're going to each pick a person, and you can pick the same person that you think got it wrong. Here's the catch. Every question is one of those 5 categories. If the person you picked got it wrong, okay, you're going to get to go up in point value because you still have to answer the question. All right? So let's just say the first question comes up and it's about billionaires. And one of you picked, and a couple of you say Donald Trump got it wrong. If Donald Trump got it wrong, we basically move you up the point scale. Then all 5 of you get to answer the question. Based on where your point scale is, you will get that many points if you are correct. However, let's say the question is about billionaires and you pick Donald Trump and he got it right. Your point total drops all the way back down to the bottom of the scale. Okay? It will make sense as we get into it, as you guys will see. So with that, let me fill the board with all the questions. All right, so we are at question number 0, which means we were about to do question number 1. So here is the first question. The category is wine. So we asked all 5 of these celebrities, what country produces Sauternes wine? Now, because it's a wine question, I will tell you right now, Gordon Ramsay had 2 chances to get it right. It's basically if he missed it on the first one, he got a second guess. If he got it wrong on the first one, or if he got it right on the first one, he didn't need a second guess. Everybody else just basically got 1 guess at it. All right? So, for everybody, that's Sari, Yoda, K9, Silence, and Aaron. You guys have to pick one of those 5 people that you think got the question wrong. All right, K9 says Trump got it wrong. Aaron says Ford got it wrong. So Sari, Yoda, and K9, we are waiting on you guys. Yoda says Gary Gygax got it wrong. Silence says Gary got it wrong. Now, I will tell you, on all 5 of them, at least one person did get it right. All right, so everybody went with Gary. So, at least one person definitely got it right. Well, originally, Sea Chicken actually had their photos up there, but I forgot to save it with the photos. So I kind of screwed up in that regard. Alright, so we are going to say, since this was a wine category, nobody took a chance and said Gordon Ramsay got it right. And Gordon Ramsay did not get it right. So if somebody had picked Gordon Ramsay, you would have moved up 1 space. 3 of you said Gary Gygax got it right. Did Gary, or got it wrong? Remember, you're trying to find the person you think got it wrong. Gary got it wrong, which means Yoda will be moving up 1 slot. Sari will be moving up 1 slot. And Silence will be moving up 1 slot. No ifs, ands, or buts. Aaron said Henry Ford got it wrong. Oh, Henry Ford got it right, which means, Aaron, you are down to 5, or you're staying at 5. So if you get this question right, it's 5 points for you. And K9 said Donald Trump got it wrong. Donald Trump got it right, which means K9. Also, this is a 5-point question for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are your 4 choices. Which country produces Salternus wine? Is it produced in Hungary, Germany, France, or Italy? Hungary, Germany, France, or Italy? K9 says Hungary. Sari says France. Yoda says Germany. So we are waiting on Silence and Aaron. Which country produces Salternus wine? Hungary, Germany, France, or Italy? Silence says France. Aaron says France. Ladies and gentlemen, Salternus wine is produced in France, which means Sari has 10. Aaron and Silence each have 5. Or no, I'm sorry. Silence has 10. So Sari and Silence at 10, Aaron at 5. And we reset the board, and we reveal the next question. The category is billionaires. Which Mexican billionaire invested in the new group Financiero VX Plus Now that means Donald Trump is the key one. If you pick Donald Trump and he gets it wrong, you move up 2. That's right. If you pick the category of the person and they get it wrong, you move up 2. All right, Aaron says Gordon will get it wrong. K9 says Ford will get it wrong. Silence says it should say Eleanor Roosevelt. Silence Sari says Trump will get it wrong. Yoda says Gordon will get it wrong. All right, so again, we know one person got it right. The expert in the field is Donald Trump. Did Donald Trump get this one right? Donald Trump got it right, which puts Sari back down to 5. Aaron, you are the purple. You are the one on the right. It's basically Siri, Yoda, K9, Silence, and then Aaron. All right, so let's see who else we had. Yeah. Roosevelt was Dutch. All right. Aaron says Gordon Ramsay got it wrong. Gordon Ramsay did indeed get it wrong, which means Aaron up to 10 points for this question. K9 says Henry Ford got it wrong. Did Henry Ford get it wrong? Henry Ford got it wrong as well. Puts K9 at 10. And Silence said Eleanor. And Yoda also said Gordon. So we got to move Yoda up one more. And Simon said Eleanor got it wrong. Oh, Eleanor got it right. Eleanor got it right. All right. So, here are the 4 choices. Which Mexican billionaire invested in the new group Financiero BX Plus? Was it Antonio del Valle Ruiz, Bartolomeu Blam, Carmen Cousin, or Americo Amarin? You have to remember, the expert gets 2 shots at it. Everybody else only gets 1 shot at it. All right, Silence says it's Antonio. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. Damn it. Let's go 45 minutes. Yoda says Antonio. They're actually all 4 Mexican billionaires. Just to warn you. They are actually all 4 Mexican billionaires. K9 says Antonio. So we are waiting on Sari and Aaron. Sari says Antonio. And Aaron says Antonio. Well, let's find out who it was definitely not. We know Gordon Ramsay got it wrong. Gordon Ramsay said it was Americo. So we know it was not Americo. Henry Ford said it was Carmen Cousin, I can't remember. And nobody thought Gary got it right. Gary says it was Antonio. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct billionaire who invested in the financial group was Antonio del Valle Ruiz. which means that puts Sari at 15, Yoda at 25, K9 at 10, Silence at 15, and Aaron at 15. So one question and Yoda in the lead. All right, so with that, we reset the board and we reveal the next question. The category is Women in History. Who was the eldest child of Prince Rainier III of Monaco and Grace Kelly? So the expert that may know that has the best chance of knowing this is Eleanor. So she's got the least likely chance of getting it wrong if you want to take a chance on her. So who do you guys think will not get this question right? Aaron says Gordon won't know it. Sari says Eleanor won't know it. Hello, little French lady. How are you doing, my dear? K9 says Trump won't know it. So who are we missing? We are missing Yoda's. Who do you think will not know the answer? And Yoda says Gordon. All right, so Sari's trying to get back in the game. She's going with 2. She says Eleanor Franklin won't know it. Will Eleanor Roosevelt know who the eldest child of Prince Rainier is? Eleanor does not know. She got it wrong, which puts Sari at 25. Aaron and Yoda both said Gordon won't know it. Gordon did not know it. So Yoda and Aaron up the board some more. Silence said Trump won't know it. And K9 said Trump won't know it. Did Trump know? Oh, Trump got it right, which puts K9 and Silence back down at the 5-point level. And here, ladies and gentlemen, are your 4 choices. Was it Princess Anna, Princess Stephanie, Princess Grace, or Princess Caroline? Who was the eldest child of Prince Rainier III of Monaco and Grace Kelly? Sari says it's Caroline. K9 says Caroline. Yoda says Caroline. So we are waiting for Aaron. And Silence. Aaron says Caroline. And Silence says Caroline. All right, well, Eleanor didn't know, and she said it was Princess Anna. Gordon didn't know, and he said it was Princess Grace, which means the correct answer is either Princess Stephanie or Princess Caroline. The eldest child of Prince Rainier III and Grace Kelly was Princess Caroline, which means everybody scores on that one. That puts Sari at 40, Yoda at 75, K9 at 15, Silence at 20, and Aaron up to 40. You didn't give him enough credit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we reset the board. And here is the next question. And the category is cars. So Henry Ford is worth 2 if he gets it wrong. Hey, Colonized, what's good? Which company made the Alante, the DeVille, and the Eldorado Biarritz? Which company made the Alante, the DeVille, and the El Dorado Biarritz? So we are looking for the person that got it wrong. Yeah, I have them on speed dial, Silence. I have them on speed dial. It's basically the 4 non-experts got to pick one of the 4. It's basically, it went through and it said, Trump picked this one, Ford picked this, or Ramsey picked one, Eleanor Roosevelt picked one, Gary Gallegos picked one. When it got to Henry Ford, if he picked wrong the first time, it gives him a second guess. He may pick the same one again and still get it wrong. But the odds are, that means he basically had 2 chances. The computer gave him 2 chances to get it right. All right, so we got Trump, Eleanor. Colonize, this one is actually a close game. We got 5 players and we're going to be doing an open game right after this. I just have to pick which open game I've been working on. And Silence says Gordon Ramsay. All right, so nobody said Henry Ford got it right or got it wrong. Did Henry Ford get it wrong? Henry Ford got it wrong. It would have given you guys 2 slots. So again, one of these 5 definitely got it right. Was it President Trump? So Yoda, Siri, K9 are all hoping President Trump got it wrong. Trump got it wrong. So we move Siri up 1. We move K9 up 1. And let's see. Eleanor for Yoda and Aaron. Did Eleanor get it wrong? Eleanor got it wrong, so Yoda moves up another slot, as does Aaron. And that leaves Silence and Gordon Ramsay. Did Gordon Ramsay get this wrong? No, Gordon Ramsay got the question right, which means Silence drops back down to 5 points. And ladies and gentlemen, here are your 4 choices. Were they made by Cadillac, Lincoln, Dodge, or Chrysler? But to answer your question, Colonized, feel free to answer. You're like part of the studio audience. But we won't recognize your answers as part of the studio audience. The only ones that we count for on this game are the 5 players that are active. Sari says the Cadillac. Silence says the Cadillac. Yoda says the Cadillac. So we are waiting for Aaron and K9. K9 says the Cadillac. So Aaron, we are waiting on you, my friend. Which company made the Alante, the DeVille, and the El Dorado Biarritz? And Aaron says it's the Cadillac. I'm going to say it. This is probably one of the easiest questions out there. It was definitely the Cadillac. It was definitely the Cadillac, which puts Sari at 90, Yoda at 175, K9 at 25, Silence at 25, and Aaron up to 65. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we reset the board and we reveal question number 5. Women in history. Who is known as the goddess of pop due to her distinctive contralto singing voice? Who is known as the goddess of pop due to her distinctive contralto singing voice? All right, K9 says Trump won't know it. All it takes is like a lucky break on who picks somebody wrong. Sari says Eleanor won't know it, so Sari going for the double point or the double steps. Aaron says Ford won't know it. So we are waiting on Yoda says Ford, and Silence says Gary. Nobody's taking a chance on Gary yet tonight. All right, so let's find out if K9 is right and Donald Trump does not know who the goddess of pop is. Oh, K9, Donald Trump knows who the goddess of pop is. Sari says Eleanor won't know. So it's possible Eleanor won't know because we got Trump as our one that does. Yeah, it's probably supposed to say contralto. Eleanor does not know. So that means Sari goes up 2 slots. Silence said Gary Gygax, the nerd of the house, does not know who the goddess of pop is. He does not know. And that leaves Henry Ford for Yoda. And Aaron. Does Henry Ford know the goddess of pop? No, Henry Ford does not know the goddess of pop, which means Yoda, this is worth 200 for you. And Aaron, it is now worth 50 for you. Ladies and gentlemen, who is known as the goddess of pop due to her distinctive contralto singing voice? Is it Sheena Easton, Paula Abdul, Cass Elliot, or Cher? Now, since nobody said Gordon Ramsay, let's see who Gordon says it was. Gordon says the goddess of pop is Sheena Easton. We don't know if Gordon's right or wrong. Nobody picked him. All right, Silence says it is Cher. So if Silence is right, this is worth another 10 points for him. Who is known as the goddess of pop due to her distinctive contralto singing voice? Sari says Cher. Yoda says Cher. Aaron says Cher. So we are waiting on K9. K9 says it's Cher. The goddess of pop is Cher. Pretty easy choice there. So that puts Sari at 290, Yoda at 375, K9 at 30, Silence at 35, and Aaron at 115. No faith in Silence. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we reset the board and we reveal the next question. And it's a Dungeons and Dragons question. In which D&D campaign would you find the city of Waterdeep? In which D&D campaign would you find the city of Waterdeep? All right, K9 says Trump will not know it. Sari says Trump will not know it. Very, very true. Well, you got to pick somebody. All right, Silence says it's Eleanor, so we got 2 for Trump that won't know it, 1 for Eleanor. So we are waiting for Aaron and Yoda. Yoda says Eleanor won't know it. are waiting on Aaron. Aaron, who of those 5 will not know the answer? Alright, and Aaron says Eleanor won't know it. Alright, again, nobody took a shot on Gary because it's D&D. They think Gary's going to know it. Would Gary have known it? Yeah, Gary would have known this one in a heartbeat. K9 and Sari said Trump doesn't do D&D. Oh, Trump getting it correct, which drops Sari back down. Drops K9 back down. And Yoda and Aaron say Eleanor won't know it. Did Eleanor know it? Eleanor knew it as well. Everybody dropping to 5. Everybody dropping back down to 5 points. All right, so for 5 points, ladies and gentlemen, here is the 4 choices. Planescape, Forgotten Realms, Eberron, or Greyhawk. Think of it this way, okay? The 4 that don't know, you could like say they were given a multiple choice option and they just happened to pick the right one. Whereas the one that did know it was basically not given a multiple choice option. Alright, K9 says it's Forgotten Realms. In which D&D campaign would you find the city of Waterdeep? Yoda says it's Eberron. Sari says it's Forgotten Realms. Aaron says Realms. Silence says it's Eberron. In which D&D campaign would you find the city of Waterdeep? In the Forgotten Realms, which means Sari gets 5 points, K9 gets 5 points, and Aaron gets 5 points. No, because Dragonlance is not the campaign in the D&D. It's in the book, but it was in the Forgotten Realms campaign. All right, so let's see who got it wrong. Gordon Ramsay got it. Gordon Ramsay was the only one that got it wrong. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we reset the board. Everybody back down to 5 points. And here is the next question. Billionaires. Which billionaire was the vice chairman of the Hyundai Motor Company? All right, K9 says Trump will not know this, so Trump going to take a chance for the 2 jump. Yoda says Gordon. Sari says Gary. So we are waiting on Aaron and Silence. Aaron says GR, which I assume is Gordon Ramsay. And Aaron says, what, Hyundai? All right, Silence says Donald Trump again. All right, so Silence And K9 think Donald Trump gets this wrong. And he gets it wrong, which means silence. And K9 each move up 2. Yoda and Aaron said it was Gordon Ramsay. Who gets it wrong? And Aaron and Yoda move up 1. Which means Sari down to a 1 and 3. Is it Gary who got this wrong? No, Gary got this right. So Sari stays at 5. And ladies and gentlemen, here are your 4 choices. We have Elon Musk, Ching Su Soon, Roger Penske, or David Oscalt. Which billionaire was the vice chairman of Hyundai Motor Company? Elon Musk, Chung Si Soon, Roger Penske, or David Oscalt? All right, Sari says it's So Soon. So Soon? Sorry, that's a bad pun. Is this a trick question? How so? Aaron says it's Chung Su Soon. K9 says it's Chung Su Soon. Yoda says Soon Soon. Soon Soon. So we are waiting on silence. Which billionaire was a vice chairman of Hyundai Motor Company? Silence says it's Chung Su Soon as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump got it wrong and he said it was David Oscalt. The correct answer is Chung Su Soon, which means K9 and Silence both get 25. Aaron gets 10. Yoda gets 10. And Sari gets 5. Or, yeah, 5, because Sari went with Gary on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we reset the board. And we reveal the next question. And it's another cars question. Which car company was started by 3 brothers in 1899? Which car company was started by 3 brothers in 1899? K9 says Trump won't know this. Sari says Eleanor won't know it. Silence taking a chance and going for the double. So we are waiting on Yoda and Aaron. Yoda says Gary won't know it. And Aaron says Ramsey won't know it. So we everybody picked somebody different this time. So we're looking for the one person that got it right. Gordon knew it. So Aaron drops back down to 5 points, which means it could be all 4 got it wrong from here. Did Henry Ford know? Henry Ford did not know, and that means silence goes up 2 slots. Did Donald Trump know? For K9. Donald Trump knew, so unfortunately K9 drops back down a little. Sari says Eleanor Roosevelt did not know, and she did not know. And Yoda said Gary Gygax did not know, and he did not know. So, ladies and gentlemen, your choices are: which car company was started by three brothers in 1899? Was it Morgan, Pagani, Renault, or Citroën? Which car company was started by three brothers in 1899? Was it Morgan, Pagani, Renault, or Citroën? K9 says Citroën. Yoda says it's Renault. Aaron says Citroën. Sari says Renault. So we are waiting on Silence's guess. Silence says it's Morgan. So which of these car companies was first started in 1899 by three brothers? It was Renault. Renault was started by them, which means Sari scores another 10 points. And Yoda scores another 25 points. Renault, Citroën was the oldest, I think, of the four. But it was not done by three brothers. That much I do remember. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we reset the board. And we go to the next question. And it's a Dungeons and Dragons question. What is the name of Drizzt Do'Urden's magical Black Panther companion? K9 says Trump doesn't know. Sari says Gordon Ramsay won't know. Well, see, you should have jumped in and volunteered to play when we got the chance, show. So we are waiting on Yoda, Silence, and Aaron. Who is not going to know this? Silence says Eleanor won't get this right. Yoda says Gordon will not get it right. So who am I missing? Let's see. Sari, Silence, Aaron, Yoda, and Listwit says Trump. Yes, Drizzt from the books. All right, so we have K9 and Aaron saying Trump will not know this. Does Trump know this? Trump did not know this. So we move Aaron up one. We move K9 up one. All right. Sari said Gordon, and Yoda said Gordon will not know this. Did Gordon know it? Gordon did not know it, which means they both move up one, and that leaves Silence with Eleanor. Did Eleanor know this? Eleanor did not know this, which moves Silence up to the 200-point question. So this is a big one for you, Silence. If you get this right, that's 200 points. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are your four choices. Was Drizzt Do'Urden's magical black companion known as Brunner, Josiah Starum, Cattlebree, or Guevar? I think I said that last one right. It's been so long since I played D&D. What was the name of Drizzt Do'Urden's magical Black Panther companion? Brunner, Josiah Starum, Cattlebree, or Guevar? Guevar so far. So we are waiting on Silence and Aaron. Silence says Guevar. Aaron? Aaron says Guevar. Now I'm curious to see if Gary knew this. Did Gary get this right? Gary got it. So far he's gotten every Dungeons and Dragons question right. He's gotten every Dungeons and Dragons question right. So, is it Guevar? It is Guevar, which means we give Siri points, we give Yoda points, we give K9 points, we give Silence points, and we give Aaron points. I think I should have moved Aaron up one. Yeah, I should have moved Aaron up one. Sorry, Aaron. Let me double check. Aaron said at the last game, Ramsey. Yeah, so I should have moved you up one. My bad. Don't know, Silence. This is the first time we've ever done this game. This is the first time we've ever done this game. I will say it's not likely, but you don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the next question. It is a wine question. Well, because he'd still have to pick the right person. If you don't pick the right person, you're going to go backwards. So this is Gordon Ramsay for 2, Henry for 1, Donald for 1, Eleanor for 1, and Gary for 1. Finish this phrase. The blank the wine, the better it is for you. I will be honest, I would be surprised to see anybody get 2,500. I mean, it's possible you get lucky. And it's obviously doable. All right, Siri going to take a chance and go for the Gordon choice. K9 just basically Trump. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of luck involved. All right, Silence says Gary won't know it. So we are waiting on Yoda and Aaron. Aaron says Gary. Yoda, we don't have a Harry. We got a Henry. Okay. All right. So Sari taking a chance. She knows she's trying to play catch up a little bit. Did Gordon Ramsay get this right? Gordon Ramsay got it right, unfortunately for Sari. She took a gamble, didn't pay off. K9 just sticking with his Trump guesses. Could Trump get this right? Trump got it right. So Silence and Aaron both said Gary got it right, or both got it wrong. Did Gary get this wrong? Gary got it wrong, which gives Silence and Aaron another point up. And Yoda says it was Henry Ford. Did Henry Ford finish this quote correctly? No, he did not. All right, so that means, Silence, this is a 400-point question for you. If you get this right and Yoda gets this right, you take the lead over her. Just to let you know. Here is the phrase. The blank the wine, the better it is for you. Is it the redder the wine, the pinker the wine, the thinner the wine, or the whiter the wine? The blanker the wine, the better it is for you. All right, we have Sari's guess in. We have K9's guess in. Yoda's in. Silence. So we are waiting on Aaron. All right, so everybody said it's redder. Is it? The redder the wine, the better it is for you. The redder the wine, the better it is for you. Right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, it is time to reset the question. Yeah, you are still in last, K9. And it's a Dungeons and Dragons question again.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
In Spelljammer, there are 3 primary menaces. 2 are Mind Flayers and Neogi. What is the third? You are currently in 4th, Aaron. Right now it's Silence with 660, Yoda with 555, Sari with 340, Aaron with 210, and K9 with 75. You're not invisible. You just caught me like on the question, Sari. Let me finish this question up and then I'll do the wheel spin so I don't lose track of where I'm at. Yeah, you got one. Let's see, one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 questions right, but most of them were 5-point questions. All right, so Silence says Gary. Sari says Ford. Yoda says Trump. You are blue, Sari. You are the light blue one. I think K9 said Trump as well. And Aaron says Gordon. So again, the only one we didn't go for was Eleanor. And Silence says he's going to take a chance and say Gary got this wrong. For 2 steps, did Gary get this wrong? No, Gary got it right, which takes Silence all the way back down to 5. Sari said Henry Ford got it right, wrong. Henry Ford got it wrong. Yoda and K9 said Donald Trump got this one wrong. Did he? Ah, look, K9, you were finally right. He finally got one wrong for you. And Aaron said Mr. Gordon Ramsay got it wrong. Did Aaron get it right and Gordon get it wrong? He did indeed. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here are your 4 choices. In Spelljammer, there are 3 primary menaces. 2 are the Mind Flayers and the Neogi. What is the third? Is it the Red Dragons, the Githyanki, the Driders, or the Beholders? So Yoda, if you get this right, you jump back in the lead. And then after this area, I'll do your wheel spin. All right, Silence says it's the Beholders. K9 says the Beholders. Oh, shut up, nerd. Sari says the beholder, so we are waiting on Aaron and Yoda. Alright, Yoda says it's the Githyanki. Aaron says it's the beholders. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is the beholders, which means Yoda does not score on this one. Sari scores. K9 scores. Silence scores. And Aaron scores. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to reset the board. And here is the next question. Women in history. Ada Wells and Kate Shepard were suffragettes in which country to give the women the right to vote? Ada Wells and Kate Shepard were suffragettes in which country to give the women the right to vote? Who is not going to know this? We have two Trumps. He's been burnt on every time he's picked Trump. Every time but twice. Yoda says Gordon. Aaron says Ford. Silence says Gary. Nobody taking a chance on Eleanor. Let's see who let's see who got it wrong. Did Gordon get it wrong? Gordon got it wrong. Yoda moves up to the 400 slot. Did Henry Ford get it wrong? No, Henry Ford got it right, and Aaron drops back to the 5-point level. Yoda and K9 said Trump got it wrong. Trump got it right as well. And Silence said Gary got it wrong. Did Gary get it wrong? Gary got it wrong, and Silence is up to 10. So Yoda, you can pretty much lock this game away right now. But you have to get this question right because we are down to 30 seconds. Ada Wells, Kate Shepard were suffragettes in which country when they get to give women the right to vote? Were they suffragettes in Canada, Australia, Ireland, or New Zealand? Ada Wells and Kate Shepard were suffragettes in which country when they fought to give women the right to vote? So this is how the game plays out right now. Yoda, if she gets it right, she wins. Because she will catch Silence, and Silence can't do anything. If she misses it, Silence wins. Because nobody else can catch Silence. Alright, so K9 says England. Sari says New Zealand. K9 then changes his vote to one that's on the board, which is Ireland. Silence says Ireland. Yoda says Ireland. So we are waiting on Aaron. No, because you picked Gary. Oh, wait. I actually have to give... No, yeah, we're right. You're at 10 on this one, Silence, because you did pick Gary to get it wrong. So Aaron says Ireland. All right, plain and simple. If it is Ireland, Yoda wins the game. If it is anything else... No, because we're looking at the last question. This is the last question we just did. That's why I pulled Gary's up. because I'm looking at the chat right now. If it is Ireland, Yoda wins. If it is not Ireland, silence wins. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is New Zealand. Ada Wells and Kate Shepherd were suffragettes in New Zealand when New Zealand fought to give women the right to vote. They were among the first. And with that, silence takes it. Ireland, I think they went to Ireland later. Maybe? Or one of them did, I think. I have to go look it up. I didn't keep all the news and facts and notes. So, nobody picked New Zealand on, oh no, Siri picked New Zealand on that one. So that gives Siri another 5 points. Not as though it really matters point-wise. But taking it with first place is Mr. Silence Do Good, who scores 670 points for the game. Yoda was in second with 555. In third was Aaron with 380. In fourth was Siri with 350. And K9 bringing up the Trump rear with 85 points. So, like I said, guys, that's the Beat the Experts game. Like I said, it does involve a lot of luck, because if you pick the wrong player or the wrong expert, you're going to lose points, or you're going to drop down the point scale. So, what do you guys think? Before we get to Series Wheel and Silence's Vault. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do Series Wheel next, and then I'll do the vault, or not the vault, the treasure chest. So, like I said, my concern is that the luck factor would turn some people off, but I like it. So I'm just curious what you guys think. And if you are watching in the audience, I'd be curious to know what you guys thought of it too. All right, and while we are waiting for that, oh, I missed the, let's do that again. I gotta respin it. As soon as it pops up, and with that, Sari gets another list steal. Holy mackerel. The wheel is being too damn generous lately. The wheel is being too damn generous. And we're going to do we're going to do the next list in a second, and then we'll do an open game afterwards, and then after that, who knows? Well, okay, think of it this way, K9, all right? If it was a non-billionaire question, okay, Trump was given, so let's say the category was cars, all right? Henry Ford is basically given the question, and he has to answer it one time. If he gets it wrong, he can answer it again. Everybody else, Guy Yax, Eleanor Roosevelt, Donald Trump, and Gordon Ramsay, are given the question, and they're given 4 choices to choose from. But they only get to choose one time. So think of it that way. Think of it that way. That's how it's kind of set up. Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm surprised it hasn't kicked in and like sent me flying over. It's still there because I can feel it. No, he actually missed 2 of them. The first one he gave was 10 point. Well, actually, 1, 2. Actually, no, there were a few he missed. Because you got 10 points on your first question that you got right. You went 10, 15, 25. So there had to be 1 in there. 30, 35. Then you jumped to 60. So there's about 3 or 4. 70, 75, and then 85. So he missed a couple of them in there on you. He did miss a couple of them in there on you. It's just the ones you notice are the ones where it's like, damn it, I should have just picked somebody else. The trick is you got to figure out when and where to pick people. That's the trick to this game, because it is a lot. There is a big luck factor involved. All right, so give me 1 minute, guys, as I have to get over to the vault, or not the vault, the treasure chests. And I will tell you guys, the treasure chests look a little bit different, but not much different right now, because I did have to make one change because of the list. So bear with me, guys, as we get this set up. And in silence, we'll be getting his large prize. Sitting up there on the shelf. Aaron, I didn't bring him down tonight. I forgot to change the co-host out. So actually my guest host tonight is Moon Knight. Moon Knight's our guest host tonight. Bobblehead Moon Knight is our guest host tonight. Like I said, that still annoys me. Come on, Marvel, I don't want bobbleheads. And like I said, the only reason I bought him is because it's a Walgreens exclusive, and my Walgreens usually have crap for Pops. They will have like the Star Wars robots and a lot of them. But other than that, they don't ever have a lot. Alright, Aaron. Or Silence, I'm sorry. We have 193 treasure chests on the board for you. So, Silence, which of those 193 treasure chests would you like to open? And that's, like I said, the reason I'm changing this is I've got a lot more stuff I have to put in the treasure pile. If it's down here on the floor, it hasn't been put in. If it's down here in the boxes or on the piles next to me, it hasn't been put in the treasure chest yet. So I've got a lot of stuff I still have to put in. All right, Silence says he's going to take Aaron's suggestion and go for treasure chest 17. In treasure chest 17 for Silence. I was expecting you to do like 117 or something. It is... I just get it and it goes out. I just get this and now it goes out. Wow. Where's your froggy go? There's froggy. So with that, Silence is getting the Grog Island game. Like I said, I just picked this up this is one of those I picked up last weekend. And just like that, it's gone. Gone, bye-bye. Time to go get drunk on grog. So, Silence, that is now yours, and your pile is getting bigger as well. So we have to put Silence's pile right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me 2 minutes, and I will be right back. I need to go get some ice in my cup. And while I am away, oh yeah, I don't have a puzzle to use anymore, because Red solved it. check the prize list. Take that out. Take Rhode Island out. Alright. So let me get that taken care of. And give me 1 minute. And I will be right back. Alright, K9, I just saw that you were leaving, so... Well, see, if I knew that, Silence, I'd pick up more board games for the pile. I could have picked up like 5 of them last week, and I didn't do it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to give myself, my voice, a breather for a moment. As we are going to give you guys another shot at the vault. As soon as my computer starts behaving again. With the next 4-letter word. So, ladies and gentlemen, this 4-letter word right down the middle is the word that we are looking for. If you can get that 4-letter word starting now, you will get a shot at the vault. Give me a minute, Aaron. Oh, crap. What is the third word? T. There we go. No, it just didn't show up. It didn't show. It was there. PowerPoint's been acting kind of flaky a little. Every so often, it'll like erase text. I don't know why it does it. It just does it on occasion. There's your envelope, Aaron. There is your envelope. With your magnets and your Space Invaders thingy. Got your 2 magnets and your Space Invaders stress reliever in there. Yeah, PowerPoint will do that on occasion. It will literally erase some stuff. Can I show the boat again? All right, give me a minute. I will show you your second half of your Canadian naval fleet. There is the second half of your Canadian naval fleet, Walrus. Oh, wait, let's see. Like I said, this one is more. It was more of a toy than the model one was. But as I recall, it actually had the helicopters in there. I think, but I can't tell 100% for sure. I can't tell for 100% for sure. Ironically, yours may be one of those packages I end up going through a shipping company to ship out. What, the A10 Warthog, which is... Where's my A10 Warthog? Oh, you mean the A10 Thunderbolt. There we go. The A10 Thunderbolt. Ay, 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 ay. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for that four-letter word right down the center of the screen. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time, welcome to List Wits. We are the one and we are the only live interactive TV game show, trivia show, and wordplay show. And like I said, now I got to come up with a new puzzle, which always takes me forever to figure out. I could do a really stupid one, but I don't want to. There's a running joke among a certain community I used to be a part of. But it's a really, really bad joke. Really bad. But the actual puzzle, I'll tell you guys what it was since I didn't ever use it. The actual puzzle, Fireball and Dr. Pepper. Silence. The puzzle was, it was just basically a stick of butter. That's all it was on the screen, was a stick of butter. The answer to the puzzle was goat, because it was a butter or goat. And it was like everybody booed that one. Everybody. But it turned into such a running joke that everybody knew what it was. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, so as you have seen, we give away a lot of stuff around here. We gave away tonight the Grog Island board game. We gave away the puzzle prize tonight. We gave away one token. And we are trying to give away another shot at the vault. And basically the vault prizes are some of my favorite things I have in the collectible pile. They're not always the most expensive or most valuable. They're literally some of my favorite things that I have found or discovered. Such as the Mall Madness game. Such as Walrus's 3-foot model. He also has gotten the 2 puzzle prizes. He got the Dan Aykroyd vodka bottle. Grog Island. Grog Island. Holy crap. I am going to have to be fair to do this, because if anybody had done it on Twitch, the bot would have caught it. I have to give this one to Silence. Holy mackerel. Because I guarantee you, if he had mistyped that on Twitch, it would have given it to him. Your autocorrect just won you a shot at the vault, Silence. Your autocorrect just won you the vault shot. Oh my God. Look up about 7 lines, Sari, where he wrote and Frog Island. If he had put and Frog Island on Twitch, the bot would have given him Frog. And the reason I know that is because it did it to Yoda one night. She was making a comment, and Twitch caught it as the 4-letter word that we were doing right at that point. Oh my, that is what you call pure total luck. That is what you call total luck. All right, Silence. I have to give it to him. Rules is rules is rules is rules. I was not expecting that. And I actually liked that puzzle because it was like a little harder than I thought it would be. All right, so with that, Silence, going to the casino, I won half the winnings. And none of the losings. If you lose, you're on your own. All right, Silence. Which row would you like us to pull the incorrect number from? Ow. And my ear just did the pop thing. Damn it. That hurt. I knew it was coming at some point. All right, Silence says, let's get rid of a number on row 1. And out of row 1, we are dumping the 0. So we know it's not 009 or 0009 or 0006. All right, Silence, what 4-digit number? The way his luck's going tonight, it may just do it. What 4-digit number would you like to try to open the vault with? And then we will be doing a list where Sari has another steal available to her. All right, Silence says, let's go 1986. Is it 1986? We plug that into the computer. And we hear... It is not 1986, which means his luck is not carried over to the vault just yet. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let me do this real quick. You, so you think it's 1738 because Aaron said so. I don't think Aaron's had any luck with the vault yet either, Silence. Just saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for list number 2. And I'm going to admit, I think list number 2 is going to be blown away by you guys fairly quickly. I really, really do. Just because of what the source material it is. And I don't think it's a hard list at all. There may be 1 or 2 on here that may balance it out, but I seriously doubt it. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, for list number 2 of the evening, we are looking for 10 things or characters in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. We are looking for 10 things or characters in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And the timer starts now. And for those of you that are here, welcome to List Wits. Welcome to the one, the only live interactive game show where you guys are the contestants and we just basically give away stuff to you guys each and every episode. Frodo, Gandalf, Gollum, Arwen, Samwise Gamgee, Sauron, Aragorn, Smeagol, Volcano, Sauron, the Balrog, the Fire. Oh, Sarah taking the first one off the board. It is Eowyn. Eowyn is there, so don't forget, Sarah, you do have 1 steal for you on this list. Elrond, Peregrine Took, Boromir, Gimli, Ring. I'm trying to think here. Orcs, Bilbo. I love the fact that everybody's looking for that one obvious one that's going to be up there. I'm gonna rephrase this just so you guys know. It's 10 things, characters, or keywords. Because there's one in here that you guys might yell at when you see it. The ring. How is my Gimli code? The ring. I like precious. So we're gonna see how much you guys know about Lord of the Rings. Kind of. Eye of Sauron, 2 lamps. Éomer, Doors of Durin, Gandalf the Grey. And I will tell you guys, there's a lot of Boris getting King Theoden. Star of Elendil, Smeagol, Isdor, the Vial of Galadriel. Is it File or Vial? I can never remember. The Ghost Army, Isildur. Nardole. Windbeam, Elrond, Moria. So I am going to say there's a lot of words, or a lot of valid words that you guys will have to go through for this. And looking back at this could be a little more than I thought it would. Because I'm going to say 7 and 9 will catch you guys. I think 7 and 9 will catch you, but we'll see. The Stone of Eric, Eye of Sauron. See, I get to use my goofy voice when I do these type of lists. Denethor. These of Lorien, Aragon. The Kias. There we go. Keys of Orthanc. Faramir, Dwarf. Vortimir, Faramir. Here a mirror, there a mirror, everywhere a mirror. Gimli, Arwen. Iron Crown. Because you could... The Nazgul is definitely up there, Red. I'm not going to worry too much about spelling unless it's one of those that just basically ruins the word in entirety. I thought I saw one, but I don't see it now. I was just checking to make sure. Okay. Not good enough, Silence. I'm going to tell you, you got a good one in there, but it's not good enough. Nope, still not what we're looking for. There's a specific term. That's what I was looking for. I was basically giving Silence a free guess at it. The ring grades. The 9 were the ring raids, which are different from the Nazgul, just so you guys don't yell at me. Although they were kind of the same, they weren't. See, the amazing thing is you guys just know these words from the trilogy, and they're not on our list. Like I said, I think 7 and 9 are going to catch you guys. I think. Anything else I think is gettable. Anything else I think is gettable. 7 and 9 we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, welcome to List Wits, the one, the only live interactive game show And right now we are basically doing the list in which somebody can walk away either with a small prize, a token, Nymphalos? Nymphalos? I don't remember Nymphalos. Who's Nymphalos? So far, everything else I've pretty much recognized. Oh, no. Sumerian stuff won't count. Nope. That's Sumerian. I actually have that book somewhere. I have to sit around saying it to see it. I do have to sit down and finish reading Sumerian. I've never gotten around to doing it. It's amazing how much different the writing is in Sumerian versus the writing in Lord of the Rings and the trilogy. Sumerian is hard to get through. Or at least I think it is. I got through about a quarter of it, and it was just like, it felt like I was pulling teeth to get any further. Because it read more like a damn, to borrow a phrase from Beetlejuice, it read more like stereo instructions in a novel. I'm told it got better, but I have yet to ever make it that far. I'm trying not to give anything away. I got to the part of Sumerian where he just given them music, I think. Well, Sumerian is it's a good read if you can get through it, but it is hard to get through. I have that problem with a lot of Robert Ludlum books. It's basically, okay, it's a lot of fun to get into and read, but the writing is so, what's the word I'm looking for? Not drawn out. Choppy at times. And I mean, I know it works for an action book, but I've been trying to reread the Ambler one, and on the reread, it's like it shoots all over the place. And I loved the book the first time I read it because I guess I didn't really try to look at it. No. We're not doing any Pikachu stuff, Silence. You can go choo someone else elsewhere. But yeah, Sumerian reads more like a history novel than anything. So it's always harder to get through. More so than anything else. I am shocked number 5 has not come off, and number 10. I'll warn you, Sarah, if you're going to try to answer that question, it's a lot longer. It's like 3 words. I just don't remember which order. Oh, I know, that's the necklace, but it's still... It's never, I choo. No, actually, she does say that, doesn't she? She does say that. I choose you. I do remember that one. Now that you say that. I had to think back to that little dream sequence, and I was like, yeah, she does kind of say that in there at one point. Alright, so I still have to put some of my pops. Say hi to Nerdy. And then say hi to a mustacheless me. I do have to organize around here, though. I really, really do. Yeah, I figured 8 was going to come off sooner. But you, when you said Riders of Rohan, I figured I had to take it. Silence. So we'll put some pops up on my computer. Just so. Ah! And Ted DiBiase just jumped off the back. Yikes. I don't do Harry Potter. No. No. Not going to happen. Harry Potter is one of those that's fun to watch. A little bit of. Of course, this is the guy that's been watching Flash Gordon, the series, lately. Kids, you are not supposed to fall over. Walrus! I'm going to give you one more guess. There's a different term. Because they are not known, well... Yeah, I'm going to give you one more guess on that one, Walrus, because there is a different term than that two-word phrase you used. Ow, and there goes my ear again. Now it's starting to act up again, which means I'm going to have to get ready to wrap things up, unfortunately. Not by choice. Nope, not what we're looking for. So you guys got a big hint from one of Walrus's guesses. Well, it's because they had a different name than what he gave. They actually had a different name than what Walrus gave them. Now it's starting to hurt. I knew this was going to kick in at some point. Walrus had one. I will say Walrus had one, but it had to be more specific as what... No, they're still not called the Seeing Stones. There was a different name that was given to them. There was a different name that was given to them. Is all I can say. I mean, you guys are right there on number 7. Nope, not Orthanic. I want to say in the movies, the term was most used when the Hobbit picked one up out of the water. damn, it's so hard to say no to that because they did they did use that term elsewhere. They did use that term elsewhere. But one of the first terms they gave it, I'm going to give it to you, Red. I'm going to go against my better judgment on this one. They were actually known as the scrying orb. But I will give you seeing stones because I do know in the movies they did refer them as the seeing stones and in a couple of other places. But it was known as the scrying orb. So I am going to give Red that one, even though Siri could possibly steal it if we get the other 4, which doesn't look like it's going to happen, surprisingly. And what I'm probably going to do tonight, guys, because I still haven't had anything to eat, is what I will probably do is... Oh, silence! Nicely done! I saw a lot of tree beards and things like that, but nobody had said int. Nobody said actually int. So what I'll probably do tonight is after this list, and after we give away either the token or the prize or something like that, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to shut the stream down. If you guys want to hang around, the bot should still be running. And I'm going to get back on in a little bit to probably do an open game or two. Just to see what happens. What's the name of the place where they have the battle in Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers? There's a lot of battles. You got to be more specific, Silence. I mean, there's Isengard and Mithras and all them other places that I can't think of off the top of my head. Where Gondor bunkers the women and children. Oh, Rohan? No, that's not what we're looking for. No, I don't think it's Isengard. I don't think it's Isengard. I don't think it's Isengard you're thinking of. Alright, we are down to 3 minutes. We are down to 3 minutes on this list, ladies and gentlemen. And then, like I said, what we'll do is we will definitely either give out the prize or the token in the vault shot. And then I'm going to end the stream for a little bit because my ear is starting to kill me. And I am definitely going... and then I will be back for the open game. And maybe a little bit more, just depending on how my ear feels. Because, yeah, it just started kicking in. Which means I got to get ready to go put some more antibiotics in. We should have this. You shall not have the ring. That's my horrible Scottish accent for those of you. It's probably worse than a Dick Van Dyke accent, honestly. Minas Tirith. The Enduril sword. called Stain. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, what we will do is after this list, I'm going to shut the stream down. The bot will keep running. So you guys, if you guys want to stick around, and earn free whammies while I'm not here, please feel free to do so. And then, like I said, after I grab something to eat, get my ear looked at, then I will definitely restart the stream in a little bit. And we will keep going. We are down to 1 minute, folks. 1 minute. All right, Walrus. Now you're taking one out of Sari's book. The Cimmerals are Tolkien, not Lord of the Rings Tolkien, though. The Arkenstone is not in the trilogy. I don't think. I don't think the Arkenstone... No, I know the Arkenstone's not. Unless it was snuck in there and I don't remember it. Down to 18. Yeah, it was The Hobbit. The Arkenstone was in The Hobbit, I think. Of course, you have to figure out what was in the movie that wasn't in the book and what was in the book that wasn't in the movie. That's always harder. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time is up. All right, so we have had Eowyn, Nazgul, Ringwraith, Ents, Theoden, the Scrying Orb, or as you guys put it, the Seeking Stones, the Rohan, which Silence got out of a little bit of luck. So, Sari, with that, we have 3 items on the list that have been unclaimed. Nah, I don't believe Tolkien was an alchemist. So, Sari, you have a steal available. Would you like to steal number 1, number 9, or number 10? And the reason I say those 3 is because those 3 were uncovered. Alright, you're going to take number 9. And I'm going to tell you, number 9 was the one I didn't think anybody was going to get. Number 9 is Second Breakfast. Number 9 is Second Breakfast. That was the hard one I threw in because I just love the terminology for it. Just because it's one of those funny moments. Now, Silence, you're going to shoot yourself. Pardon the pun. You are going to hate yourself when I show number 10. You did everything but name it. Number 10, the Battle in Two Towers, occurs at Helm's Deep, where they move the women and the children into the cave and the single drain pipe. It's Helm's Deep. You had it. You were right there, and you just couldn't come up with the name of it. That's why I was like, that's why I was sitting there like, okay, well, Isengard? No, I don't think that's the one you're referring to. Or Morrow's Keep, or Morrowind. I'm like, no, I don't think that's the one you're referring to. I was doing everything I could not to say Helm's Deep, because it was on the list. And number 1 of the most beautiful creatures in all of Lord of the Rings. Didn't even get thought of. It's a heartbreak that nobody thought of Shadowfax. And I did look back because I thought somebody had said it, and it did not show up in my chat list. The moment somebody had said Gandalf the White, I thought they were going to go with Shadowfax, and they couldn't do it. Alright, so we have to give Seri second breakfasts, and thirds, and 11s, and after lunch dinners. So, exactly. Make haste, Shadowfax. One of the best names ever for a horse, especially a white horse. Because you have the shadows, which are black. If you fax the shadows, they become light. Or something like that. Alright, so let's see what we have. So Seri stole number 10. So that means Seri actually only has 2 on this list. Red has 4. Silence has 2. And we have 2 blanks. Yeah, you did have Bill the Pony. I did see Bill the Pony, and I'm like, that would have been a good one to sneak in. Alright, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have to see if Silence is really shooting himself now, because he couldn't think of Helm's Deep. Yeah, I know, I got 9 marked down. What, did I say 10? Oh, I've got 10 marked as a blank. And is it Shadowfax? Ladies and gentlemen, there will be no vault winner for this game. There will be no vault shot for this game. But that means somebody will either be getting the small prize or the token. It will either be Seri, Red, or Silence. Where's everybody else again? It's like my same 3 people. Sorry, I had to do that one thing. So, with that, let's find out who gets the small prize or the token. And Seri, you stole wisely, my dear. Seri stealing second breakfasts for either the token or the small prize. So, Seri, which would you like tonight? And that means I don't have to flip another screen to do the vault. All right, so Seri claiming her second token tonight, which means Seri is at 2, Sea Chicken is at 2, and Red is at 1. All right, so like I said, guys, with this, I'm going to take a break. So I'm going to end the stream. I am starving to death and my ear is acting up. I will be back. Did somebody call the wheel? I didn't see the wheel come up. Nope, I did not see the wheel come up. Huh? Yeah, I'm not seeing the wheel come up. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick break. I will... What? Yeah, that's why she got number 9. Oh, okay. I got you. Never mind. Alright, Silence, have yourself a good one. So yeah, I will be back in a little bit, guys. I gotta get some food in my stomach and things in my... Seri got the steal from Win. Yes, she got her token from the steal, which she got from the wheel. So it kind of all flows together. Alright, guys, so with that, I'm going to wrap it up for now. And then we'll be back on probably if you guys are hanging around, about an hour, maybe, give or take. So, we'll do our normal wrap-up on this show tonight. I want to thank those of you guys that joined us. I hope those of you guys that stuck around had fun. For those of you that are new to the channel, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Yeah, don't get it mixed up. No, that won't happen. I'm starving too much. I don't know how late I'll run the second episode tonight if I can get back and do it, because I do want to go to the toy show tomorrow, and I've got to be healthy for that. So we will see what happens. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, as we always say when we wrap up an episode, exercise the body. Absolutely. Maybe it'll help you avoid this mess. But don't forget to exercise the gray cells. Because without these, well, you know what the rest of it is. So with that, guys, we will see you guys in a little bit. And we shall return.